yo, what it is? Back. We back. With the Cash App. Shout out to my man, Dr. Umar, man. Umar McGriff. Not Johnson. Niggas on there know Umar McGriff. God damn it. Motherfuckers. Thought I had time to chill, man. They done gave me a tire change. But yeah, y'all, that's the word on the streets. Man, goo out rich. I mean, so what here, rat? Here, rich rat. That's the word on the street is. Can y'all hear me, y'all? Cause y'all know how they be doing sometimes on my lives. Y'all know sometimes they be making the way that you can't even hear me and shit. Yeah, so Goo Up is a rich rat, y'all, so it don't even matter. I get off at 9, man. I'm in this motherfucker to the sun down. You know what I mean? To the moon come out. Motherfucking moon come out, man. Yo, so David was in court today, and it ended with a bomb threat. Yo, something tells me this David case is gonna have a lot of hurdles. I told y'all, I think it's getting up to be like OJ, the OJ Simpson trial. I think that's what we ready to get, y'all. For real. I think it's getting up to be like the OJ Simpson trial. I got a nice little ride. Yeah, so we're gonna stay live. Gonna stay live. Hey, Mark. Fuck out of here, Mark. JB. Nah. Maybe for what the fuck is it? Repos. Repo drivers? Yeah, repo drivers getting that bag. But that shit dangerous. It's a motherfucker. Repo drivers get about 100-something a year. What's up, Shalonda? I don't do repos. I do AAA. You know what I mean? I'm on the safe side of things. You know, I'm out here protecting and serving. I'm like Superman. You know, saving the day, man. I ain't out here inconveniencing people. But yeah, them oh shit. Them repo drivers getting that bag. But it's just a lot to come along with it. I would get killed out that bitch. Hold on, y'all. So, the California DA's office decided to press charges on David.
It's time for big results.
I'm gonna stay live, yo, because it's a tire change. That shit gonna be quick. Hopefully. See what kind of car it is first.
Today, I am announcing the charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4VD, in connection with the brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time. These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances.
What the fuck
The
that
special
mean?
circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation.
Oh, shit. Hold the fuck up now. The fuck, they... So what's really going on? Did y'all hear that? Murder? I never heard of that shit before. Hold up. What is it called?
14-year-old at that time. These charges include the most serious charges that a DA's office can bring. That is first-degree murder with special circumstances.
First-degree murder with special circumstances. Have anybody ever heard of that before? But listen to the special circumstances, though.
Special circumstances being lying in wait, committing this crime for financial gain, or murdering a witness in an investigation. These special circumstances carry with it, along with the first-degree murder charge, a maximum sentence of life without the possibility of parole or the death penalty.
Damn.
The determination on whether or not the district attorney's office will seek the death penalty will be made at a later time.
Damn.
Before I get into...
Damn. I thought he gonna try to give him death penalty for that shit. I ain't gonna lie though. If what he said is, if the facts is true, that shit fuck around be death penalty worthy, man. You talking about a 14-year-old girl and for the brutality of it? Yeah, I told y'all this sound like a industry sacrifice. You know what I mean? That's probably why they was being so quiet about this shit. It might expose too much about the industry. What the fuck these niggas be involved in?
Into the actual charges, and there are additional charges against Mr. Burke, including continuous sexual acts, lewd and lascivious sexual acts with an individual under 14 years old, and mutilating a human remains of a body. Before I get into the description of these charges and their seriousness, I want to look at this as a parent. I am a parent of 3 children, and a parent's nightmare is a situation where your daughter goes out one night and never comes back. As we will show in a court of law, and what I also want to make sure about that the understanding of these charges is clear, is my description of these charges is not evidence that we are going to present in court. These charges, in fact, will not be evidence in the court. Evidence will be the witness testimony, the documents, and different types of admissible testimony.
Oh shit, they got a witness.
We will admit into court in the prosecution.
So his when people were saying his manager got questioned, his manager must have provided some details. Salute. Appreciate it.
If it leads to the eventual trial.
Make sure you subscribe there, man.
Burke, to convince a jury of 12 people beyond a reasonable doubt that each and every one of these charges is true, as well as the special allegations and circumstances that have been alleged. Now, back to this being a parent's nightmare. On April 23rd, 2025, has been alleged by the complaint, Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again. On September 8th, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, Miss Celeste remains, her dismembered and decomposed remains were found in 2 bags inside of a front trunk of a car registered to Mr. Burke. Thereafter began an investigation. The investigation was to determine who killed, who murdered Celeste months and months before. That investigation was carried out in unison and in partnership between the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and the District Attorney's Office. At every point in the investigation, through the arrest and the filing of charges, the LAPD and the District Attorney's Office have worked in lockstep. There's been no disagreements amongst these entities in deciding how to proceed with this case, ultimately leading to these charges today.
So they say it wasn't no disagreement. So that rumor that they was beefing with each other, he's saying that it ain't true. I gotta get up the sun. The sun is right behind me, so let me get up this motherfucking hill real quick. Get up and down this hill. Damn, yo. I wonder what the special circumstances is, man. I think this is an industry sacrifice, yo. And for real, man. Like, what if that's what this was? Like, what if this is the first evidence we ever got, like, definitively, of an industry sacrifice? That'd be crazy, yo. That would be wild. I ain't gonna lie. That would be rather unique.
What you have as well with these charges is that, again, there are three sets of charges that have been brought. The first degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again.
Yo, what is he saying?
The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the
financial gain? You see what I'm saying? Financial gain. I think the narrative is that this is a fucking industry sacrifice. Yo, financial gain? Or maybe is that she was bad for business and he had to disassociate himself from the girl? Could it be financial gain that way? Yo, but what financial incentive? What was the financial incentive for this? And what the fuck is lying wait? Yeah, but what is the financial gain behind this, yo? I think this might be the first time we ever got definitive proof, yo, that in the industry, they be sacrificing motherfuckers, man. I mean, don't run with the narrative. You know, take that with a grain of salt until we get some more proof. But on the preliminary stages, that's what that sounds like, yo. That's what it sounds like. Maybe that's why they was taking so long, and you know, in the investigation.
Evidence will show in court. The financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain a very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular day.
Okay. So it might be the second narrative. She was bad for business. She was bad for business. She probably was very exposed. Him for being a fucking pedophile. That's still almost like some industry sacrifice type shit too, though. Financial gain. That's crazy, y'all. Yeah, Kenneth. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. I think he sacrificed that girl, y'all. Either way you look at it, it's a sacrifice. If he killed her because she was ready to expose him, and he couldn't allow that to happen, that's a sacrifice too. Might not be an industry sacrifice, but it is still a sacrifice. You know, you was ready to fuck my bread. You had to go. But why she had to go so brutally is the question. You feel me? Why did it have to be so brutal in nature? That's odd, man. For real. Oh shit, I fucked it up.
The third charge, in addition to that Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And the investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Burke. It is the subject of count 2 of this complaint.
Oh, so he was already under investigation.
With Celeste while she was under 14 years old.
Damn, sick bitch. They gonna kill him in the joint, y'all.
I had a chance to meet with some of the family members of Celeste.
Yo, he might not never see his day in court.
Their grief is uncalculable as to what happened to their daughter. What they have demanded, what we have assured them that the district attorney's office working with LAPD would give them is the proof beyond a reasonable doubt on who killed their daughter, on how their daughter was killed, when their daughter was killed, and bring that killer to justice. That killer that we have now charged is David Anthony Burke. We will have questions after I speak and Chief McDonald speaks. At this point, I invite Chief McDonald to speak.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I want to begin by expressing my deepest condolences to the parents of Celeste Rivas. No parent or any human being should have to endure. Today, alongside D.A. Hockman and our partners at the LA County District Attorney's Office, and thanks to the tireless and hard work of our investigators at the LAPD, we're announcing the arrest and prosecution of David Burke for the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas. Throughout the 7-month investigation, this department has faced criticism for how we handled the case and for our decision not to provide details.
Let's pick up where we left off. They say America was made for cowboys. It turns out they still ride.
I want to be clear about something. My duty is not to fuel speculation. It's to deliver justice, and that requires patience and discipline on everybody's part. This investigation was driven by a single purpose: to secure justice for Celeste Rivas and for those who loved her. We had to be certain that nothing we did or said would ever jeopardize this case.
What's up, man?
Ms. Rivas was a reported runaway from Riverside County. During the course of our investigation, detectives learned that she had been involved in a sexual relationship with Mr. Burke when she was a minor and he was an adult.
Sick bitch.
On April 23rd, 2025, Ms. Rivas arrived at Mr. Burke's home in the Hollywood Hills. That's the last time she was known to be alive. On September 8, 2025, Ms. Rivas's dismembered and badly decomposed body was discovered in the front trunk of Mr. Burke's impounded Tesla. From that moment forward, our investigators face an extraordinary, difficult, and complex case. The condition of her remains delayed the medical examiner's ability to be able to determine the cause of death. The substantial amount of time that passed between her death and the discovery meant that crucial evidence had degraded or disappeared. And as detectives worked to uncover the truth, they also had to sift through and debunk a great deal of false information circulating publicly. These challenges were real, and they required patience, precision, and an unwavering commitment to the facts. Despite these obstacles, and despite intense public pressure, our Robbery Homicide Division detectives remained steadfast in their duties. They recovered and analyzed a substantial amount of digital and forensic evidence. They stayed focused, disciplined, and committed to uncovering the truth. Their work, in close collaboration with the District Attorney's Office, has brought us to this moment today. I want to thank the District Attorney and his team, as always, for their partnership. This case demanded coordination, persistence, and a shared commitment to justice. Also, thank you to our media partners for showing up today and for sharing this important message with the public. And finally, to Ms. Rivas's family, we cannot undo the pain you are feeling. Our hope is that today brings some measure of accountability and a step in the journey toward healing. Please know that the Los Angeles Police Department remains fully committed to seeking justice on behalf of your daughter. Thank you.
Hey.
So at this point, we'll take questions. The details of the allegations that have made, particularly with that special circumstance, will be produced in court.
Do you believe?
So with respect to the coroner's report, we will be seeking quite quickly to provide an order to the court that now allows the coroner to release that report to the public.
Do you believe that he acted?
Between the finding of the body of Celeste's body or her remains, why is it taking so long for an arrest to be completed?
I think the police chief got it right. That in a situation where you don't have an eyewitness account, or we can't point to a video that shows the killer killing someone, you have to go through the very rigorous and thorough investigation to look at all the digital and forensic evidence. You have to speak with witnesses, often who are cooperative, and some who are not cooperative, in order to obtain all the information necessary to decide who did what, when, how, and what their mental state was at the time. That is what we've been doing over the last, between September 8th, roughly, and today when we bring these charges on April 20th. So again, it's a type of case that you want to make sure you get maximum information.
Can't escape
By
the
the way,
sun.
if there's anyone out there that has material information about this particular murder or any other actions taken by Mr. Burke, please come forward to the Los Angeles Police Department, come forward to the LA County DA's office, and report that information.
Mr. Hoffman, there are other people who were aware of this relationship. Is it possible that you will be arresting other people within his circle, and did he act alone in this case?
Again, with respect to whether or not there's any other individuals who are going to take any other actions, we will know about them if we do, but at this point I'm not going to.
Do you believe that you know how she was killed beyond it being possible? The actual cause of death?
The coroner's report will be released shortly because it is
Is it
not
probably already out?
But was it determined, not that, if you won't say what it was, but has it been determined how she was killed beyond it being possible?
The coroner has made a determination on how Celeste died, and at the point that the coroner's report becomes public, we'll be able to comment.
Was there a specific breakthrough last week? Is there physical evidence that ties to
There is physical evidence and there is forensic and digital evidence that we intend to present in court to prove these charges beyond reason.
Within your investigation and just to these questions, are you able to tell us exactly
what the smoking gun is, and also in the negotiation of the visit to Squabble and ask how this can be used. So with respect to the actual details of the evidence we're going to be presenting in court, I'm not going to do that today. As far as the concept of the smoking gun is the totality of the evidence that we're going to bring to prove any case, whether it's this case or any case, beyond a reasonable doubt. Investigation is ongoing. If information comes forward on any, with respect to any additional crimes, we will certainly investigate it.
One more.
I thought he was going to commit suicide. Be honest.
What makes us confident is the totality of the evidence that has been obtained by the LAPD robbery homicide, by the work that the district attorney's office has done, that has led us to the point where we believe we can prove each and every one of these three charges and the special circumstances and the special allegation beyond a reasonable doubt.
One of TMZ reporter. Bitch, shut up. Show it TMZ reporter.
Bet on red or black or outer Edens get you wet. Ready to take the MGM for a spin? Download now.
Tell us a lot happening this afternoon and this morning.
Yeah, so David has been officially charged. The DA announced this. The charges include first-degree murder with special circumstances, and he is eligible for the death penalty. By the way, it is on the table, and also charged with lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14, including mutilating a body. So we do have the video of Nathan Hochman, the LA DA, speaking about all of this. We'll play it for you now.
Today, I am announcing the charges.
We are
Through the arrest.
for those updates, but yeah, so he's basically saying David was lying in wait for Celeste on April 23rd. Now, this is only 5 days after his Coachella set last year.
Wow,
So
I
he
did not
performed
know
at
that.
Coachella. There was a viral clip going around of him trying to do a backflip off the stage, and then he busted his ass, which in hindsight right now is like chef's kiss. Thank God.
Yeah.
He got some public embarrassment a little bit beforehand. But
I don't want to hear these niggas. What other niggas that be on TMZ? The other king. Damn. Yeah, that shit crazy. She was going to expose his motherfucking ass. Ruin his career. Yo, his ass ain't gonna make it in jail, man. I'm trying to tell you. You gonna have the Mexicans on his ass, and he ain't gonna get no protection from the blacks. Motherfuckers can't protect that. Can't co-sign that, man. He gonna be up for grabs. He gonna be somebody's girlfriend in that bitch. And in California too. He might have been safer in the feds. Come on, bitch. Go. Come on. Go, man. That man's. Hold on, let me see if I can find some legal people talking about it. Oh, yeah, so it was a bomb threat too, y'all. First day in court, they got a fucking bomb threat. Listen to this shit.
You guys right back. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
This area sterile as of now. So I know people wanted to come in and talk, so I'd rather address everybody and kind of go over that route. Right now I have a dog running through the building to make sure everything is good to go. Once I get the okay, I will let y'all guys back in. It'll be like everything is done. If you are a juror or whatever the case, from my understanding, I do believe the judges and everybody already knows what's going on. Everybody in the building knows. So you guys should be good to go. Don't quote me on that, but yes, ma'am, I do know that. I've been many a time in this building as well. So just stand by. I'll try to answer what questions I can. Okay? So, all right, is everybody ready to go on that? Okay, give me just a couple minutes. Here we go.
It's a bomb threat in court.
That's right? Yeah. Sir.
Man, see, he still got some fans some motherfucking way. I don't know how people gonna co-sign that shit. Let's see, David. Shut up, bitch.
Jump in my new car with me. I got it on cars.com. It's got everything I...
And decomposed
Was discovered.
come forward to the Los Angeles Police Department, come forward to the LA.
You said, has she been missing 2024 or 2025?
So somebody else had to report her on this shit, man.
Guys, the case is being filed, so I know you guys have your deadlines right now. The DA's announcing the charges are being filed tonight.
So he been indicted, so it should be some paperwork coming out. There should be some paperwork coming out. Are we still clear? So far, all we got is what we just listened to. Man, we didn't nobody else did no videos on shit. On the back road to y'all. So, ain't no cars out this way.
Good morning and welcome to the KTLA Morning News at 11 o'clock. I'm Lauren Lister.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. Breaking news, the LA County District Attorney has just announced first-degree murder charges against singer David. The pop and R&B artist was arrested on suspicion of murder last week in the death of a 14-year-old girl. KTLA's Chris Wolf is live in downtown LA with those breaking details. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Lauren and Lindsay. We did just hear from LA County District Attorney Nathan Hoffman, also LAPD Police Chief Jim McDonnell, about this high-profile murder case involving a singer and a decomposed body. David, full name David Anthony Burke, is now charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, lewd and lascivious acts with someone under 14, and mutilating a corpse. Officials released David's booking photo at a news conference this morning. Last Thursday, heavily armed Los Angeles police officers converged on a house in the Hollywood Hills to arrest the singer in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Today's major development comes 7 months after the teenager's severely decomposed and dismembered body was found in the front trunk of an impounded Tesla registered to David. The car had been abandoned in the Hollywood Hills, and the performer was on tour at the time. His arrest marks a turning point in one of the most sensational and grisly Hollywood crimes in recent history.
Dang.
Prosecutors and authorities say they have collected a substantial amount of digital, forensic, and physical evidence in the case and believe it is enough to secure a conviction. Burke's legal team insists the singer is not a killer, saying they will vigorously defend his innocence. Shortly after the body parts were discovered in early September, investigators said they believed the individual had been deceased inside that vehicle for an extended period of time. In fact, officials say Celeste Rivas went to see David on April 23rd, 2025, and was never seen alive again.
I don't even know when she died.
The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of April 23rd, 2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again. The second is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation.
Yeah, so he was already being investigated prior to this murder.
Called Romantic Homicide, which features a bloody and graphic music video. The lyrics include, quote, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true, I hate you." Descriptions call it a breakout song, exploring intense, dark emotions following a breakup, with words and images used metaphorically, not to be taken literally. We will have much more on this breaking news throughout the day and throughout the night. For now, reporting live in downtown Los Angeles, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
That's some sick shit there. Is this new?
It's time for bigger goals.
That's 2 days ago.
Duquesne University.
Are you telling me the DA was not ready to file charges and the LAPD him?
No, that was 2 days ago. I don't want to hear that. Damn. I'm a weirdo. Motherfucker still behind me, man. That's real. Go around this motherfucking thing. I be pulling up on my destination soon. God dang. Shit far as a bitch. Man, I thought he was gonna kill himself. He should have known charges was coming. I'm sure though they had him watched. I'm sure he wasn't, when you got investigations like this going on, you got motherfucking phones tapped, all that shit. He probably couldn't travel out the states. Don't think he just was free to roam, man. Fuck no. They've been watching his ass ever since they found that girl body. Remember, he was on tour when they found him. I think they made him come back to the United States. Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Once these people get on your trail, there ain't really a whole lot around. Some people get away or run for years, but for the most part, you talking about a murder investigation, man? They going to exalt. all resources. You feel me? All hands on deck. They're gonna get the feds involved. They probably had GPS trackers on his car. I don't know if it was no running from this. He probably could have attempted it. I thought he was gonna commit suicide because he a dead man in that. He a dead man in that motherfucking jail. For real. He a dead man in that jail, man. But them wild ass charges, sexual assault on a minor and mutilating the body, and they said she was 13 years old when he was having a relationship with this girl. He was a fucking grown man. That shit wicked. That's wicked. Fuck that. If I was a lawyer, I wouldn't even represent his ass. And I get the details of the case, I'd be like, oh no, you gotta take your money elsewhere, buddy. Got to take your money elsewhere. You know, but they don't care. All they want is the money. I don't think I'd be able to represent that. Sick ass. But you know, you can tell he was sick just based off his music. Like Shorty music is sick. You know what I mean? A weird ass little nigga. I wonder how he knew he was under investigation. He must have told him. All right, let me change this tire real quick. How you doing? Oh man, I can't complain. Can't complain. Another day.
You have an air gun? Steve.
Yep.
Here.
Thank
He called me. I didn't know if you had already called. Sure, put away, yeah. I got it.
You already got your jack out?
I have the spare out.
You got a jack too?
What's that?
You got a jack?
I got a floor jack.
Oh, all right, now we good. All right.
You don't have any air, do you?
No, I got one. I got one. got me in this dumbass fucking truck. He's switching my damn trucks out. Yeah, let me.
Is your thing battery operated?
Yeah. You want to see if it's takes some air?
Yeah, see if it will, but it's probably going to have to come off. If not, well, I was going to say I have a breaking point.
So what you want to do?
It'll probably have to come off
Anyway.
because I'd have to take it off. I do have to plug the truck, but I didn't have any air. You need an extension for that or not? Oh no. So it's long.
I ain't supposed to have this truck. I'm supposed to have this truck for one call.
You want a hammer smack it on or something?
You're not, you're not supposed to got my truck.
Well, that sucks when it's not yours.
Right. Nah, baby, this is that thing all damn day.
Going down to the draft.
I'm gonna be working. Thought I was gonna be off.
You'll probably be busy as shit.
Yeah, for real.
With as many people they're calling.
Yeah, this anywhere from 500,000. I don't even know where they gonna where all these people gonna be at. Cause where they gonna park?
No, that's it. There's no parking.
That's gonna be hectic, man. And that's our area too down there. So
Yeah.
everything that comes from down there is we're gonna get calls for. So probably have a few out of town calls. Look, you see how fast it is. But for some reason, it can't take off a damn look now. Check it out.
Yeah. Can you put air in it?
So do you want to put the spray on too?
Yeah, probably. Because
It's only on 5 PSI. It's not on the inside, is it?
No, it's right there.
Oh yeah. Probably looked like it was in there. Probably went all the way through.
Plugged in it You think it plugged yet?
I don't know, it's close to the rim. You're close to the inside. It should be. It is
Unless
close
I
though.
push one of those things in now and you put this back on, you in a big hurry.
Put one in there.
I got a plug in the truck.
So that's what you want to do?
I could do that.
So
If you have time, unless you're in a hurry. Watch this thing down go somewhere.
Oh, shit. Man. What's up, Sean? For changing tire. Let's see if we can plug it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi.
You need to get me one of these little kits.
Let me tell you, they work good.
For real.
You know, they got another one. I don't know how good it is. It looks like a wood screw, but it's got rubber on it and this stuff. You just screw it in.
For real.
Yeah.
Nice and easy, huh?
Yeah, this is a little harder. As you can see, the shits. Yeah, damn. Yeah, I don't know where in the hell all those people. They said they're going to charge $500 to park at the rivers.
God dang.
And they're not going to take it off. Like when there's games and
Yeah.
shit, they show you like play $50 or something and you have free parking.
Wait till they can park at my driveway. 30-minute
Well,
ride.
you know what a lot of people are doing too? They're renting their house out.
If my mama told me I should do that. Like, you got to rent your house. I said, I wish I could.
Okay.
I ain't that far. Minpin Hills, they ain't, you know what I mean? So what happened? As he drive on that, it'll flatten out.
Cut it off.
Oh, okay. Catch this.
I appreciate that. Now, can you put some air in this baby? See, now that's what you need. Get one of these kits, then you can charge like $40 to put a plug in. Or see what they charge.
Yeah,
These kits are cheap.
For real. Couple drivers keep them about 34, 35. way. Yeah, that probably be real simple doing it that way.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Wow. Oh, definitely saved him a trip.
Oh my God, yeah. No, it saved me.
Save you a trip. Make sure it's free.
Well, I'm moved, I don't have to take it off. Oh, you're fine.
Thank you.
You want this on the passenger side?
Yeah. Toss it back there. All right, thank you.
Oh, mine.
Which kind you got? How many tons?
It's a ton and a half, but it's a crazy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a steel one.
Yeah.
But I do have one of those race ones, but it's only like 3/4 ton or something. It was for real light stuff. You need a picture of this or how?
No, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
You have a good one. I appreciate it. May see you again. If you get to go down there, maybe run into you.
I'm gonna try to get down there.
Hey, thank you.
Shit. Damn. Little Chill, that motherfucker. He said shit nerve-wracking. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, that David situation is crazy, man. They sacrificed that girl, man. That trial gonna be wild. If it ever come to that, well, it's definitely going to a trial because they ain't giving him no deal on that. He's not getting no deal on that. They want to see that thing through. I need to find something to eat. I'm hungry as a bitch. I ain't really had too much to say about Gucci for real. I just be tripping out the people talking about, yo, nigga can't grow up. Like, I just don't understand, like, what this telling on a nigga after you spent years in the streets. You spent years in the streets yourself, committing crimes yourself, going to jail yourself. How is growth becoming a victim of a crime and snitching on another? I don't understand that. That don't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But like that's everybody go to. Oh, nigga can't grow up. Becoming a rat? No, it would have been growth if Gucci Man would have recognized the fact that I've committed crimes in the past, understanding that mindset, understanding that sometimes you pay for shit that you did in the past. You might, and a person that'll give you this lesson or your karma might not necessarily be the person who you did something to, and taking it as an L. That would have been growth. Not Gucci crashing out. Not him crashing out. Not him going to jail. Not him jeopardizing, you know, his family, his livelihood, but just taking an L. You know what I mean? Taking an L, y'all. Shorty got me. Just like I've gotten so many people in the past. Motherfucker got me. That would have been growth. I don't see no growth in rapping street shit for 30 years, 20 years. Promoting crash out culture for 20 years. Might be the first rapper crash out that we known of. And then becoming a victim of the life that you once lived and snitching. I don't think that, I don't see no growth in that. I don't see no growth in that, yo. And wouldn't nobody be able to tell me, wife, girlfriend, mother, wouldn't be able to tell me, man, I need to go tell the police about this shit. Because I look at it, if you that close to me, right, you already know where I stand at. So you telling me to do something opposite of, you know, how I operate, that'll have me looking at you crazy. You know I ain't on that. You know I'm against this. But yet and still, you gonna tell me that's how I need to handle this? Knowing that's not what I'm on? That must mean, yo, you don't really fuck with me for real. That's how I would take that shit. Like it should never get to a point where she threatening. I'm just throwing scenarios out there because I've seen people running with this shit. Like she shouldn't be threatening no motherfucking divorce. You knew what you was dealing with when you got with me. If you threatening divorce, that must mean you ain't never fuck with me to begin with, man. You always had an ulterior motive because you trying to make me do something outside of who you know me to be to please you. Knowing it's going to affect me. Yo, people was calling Gucci Man a rat at the UFL game. At the UFL game, when he came out the tunnel, it was a nigga saying, Gucci, you a rat. You a rat, Gucci. Like, he just ruined himself, yo. Like, he ruined his credibility, yo. He ruined his image. I just don't like the fact that people keep calling that shit growth. Like, yo, I swear that shit, like, I just don't see no growth in it. Yo, I can be 60 years old and become a victim of a crime, yo, and growth wouldn't be me snitching on a nigga. You feel me? Growth would be me letting it go. Cause back in the day, you know, I wouldn't have let it go. Back in the day, I'd have been on his ass. I'd have wanted retribution. Growth wouldn't be me telling the police on a nigga. That would be me being a hypocrite. That's what that would be. I would be a hypocrite because my whole life, for at least 20, 30 years of my life, I called niggas snitches. I stood against snitch culture. I broke down the characteristics of a rat and told y'all my morals and principles don't align with these characteristics of a street rat. So, if I was to become a victim of a crime at 60 and I snitch on a nigga, that's not growth. That would be me being a fucking hypocrite. That mean I lied. That mean I lived a lie. My whole life was a lie. And that's what Gucci turned out to be. A liar. Lie, bro. You said this is who you was and niggas believed you, man. You sold people this image and this lifestyle and this gangster shit. But the whole time, that wasn't never you. That's why it's so egregious. Yo, Gucci was very influential in the streets. Very influential. And I think a lot of people that were just casual listeners of Gucci don't really get that. Like, yo, niggas used to ride and slide the Gucci music, man. You know what I mean? That's the type of music that gets you ready, you know. You going outside, you going to the club, you turn on that Gucci, you be ready to go. Straight up. It's going down in this bitch. Nigga play. Fuck around with Gucci and his motherfucking lyrics. Those lyrics feed the ego. That's what rap does, man. It feeds the adrenaline. It feeds it's another word I could use for it. It feeds you with negativity, man. When you already moving negative, it just adds to it. You know, it almost validates your thinking. When you thinking like this, and then you got a rap nigga who you think like you, and he making millions off of it, and he steady pushing that shit on you. That's why people say rappers is rapping niggas to jail and prison and shit like that. And that's why I hold them niggas to a higher standard. Like, I don't give rappers passes, man. For real, none of them. They can be my favorite rapper. You go outside after you told niggas for 30 years or however many years you told niggas that you was against that shit, then yo, you's a rat, bro. The sad part about it is the people that died and went to prison, caught life sentences listening to Gucci. They can't get that chance to claim civilian at 50. I mean, their life already wrapped up, set in stone, you know. The future is already where it's gonna be. They gotta stand on that shit. But we allow people like Gucci and the rest of them niggas that do it to pivot out of it when they get a certain age. Nah, bro. You Cause that 20-year-old that was rapping, listening to that shit, he ain't never gonna get to that point. Free. You know what I mean? That 20-year-old that caught life in prison listening to Gucci. They can't pivot out of it and be a free man and change their life. So why the fuck do we allow them niggas to do it? That's my take on it. That's why I call him a rat. Like everybody wanna, like, you can't sell this gangster image and then snitch and then now you a civilian. I ain't never heard Gucci denounce the streets. When did Gucci denounce it? When did Gucci say he anti-snitch? I mean, he snitching is okay. When did he, make a public service announcement? All right, y'all. I'm announcing the streets. I ain't signing no more street rappers. I'm gonna become a deacon at a church. I ain't even cussing no more. So if you followed me for this long, you see I made the changes, you can make the changes too. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, he was talking about smoking on Bookie Low. 4 years ago, he was talking to NBA Youngboy, telling him don't call the police on him. You can't then become a victim, yo, and now you're a civilian, man. Nah, yo. I can't believe people be trying to allow them niggas to do that shit, yo. Not no motherfucking rapper, man. For real. What's up, shit? Not no motherfucking rapper, y'all. Not no rapper as influential as Gucci was. See, a lot of people speaking on Gucci, they probably wasn't even real Gucci fans, man. They don't understand the stranglehold that Gucci had on the streets. They had a main stranglehold on the streets for years. Pushing that crash out shit. Then they allowed him. They gave him this image of a killer. Damn, Anthony said he ain't killed nobody. So for years, your sold us robbing, killing. For years, that's what he sold people, yo. Robbing and fucking killing. Whole time, Dave Anthony said he ain't killed nobody. Y'all ain't hear that? Y'all don't remember that video? Wait till I get to another stop sign. I'm gonna play. Got niggas wanting to be like Gucci when they grow up. Yeah, I mean, for real, that's how it was. Whole time, Gucci was a stone cold sucker. The whole time. Got all these young niggas doing shit that he wouldn't do. My thing is, y'all, it's like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Oh no, he had to do it for insurance purposes, and it was an undercover cop there, and his wife made him do it, man. Fuck all of that, y'all. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Not from that nigga, yo. Gucci was too tough. Gucci was too gangster. The image he sold was too gangster, man. For him to become a victim, and he goes straight to the police. Day one made a statement. He said, "Pooh Shiesty robbed me, man." Man, Gucci promoted the shit out of death, bro. That's what I'm saying. He promoted death. He promoted robbery. That's the most ironic thing about it. Yo, like, he promoted more robbery than anything. Gucci promoted home invasions, robberies, more than anybody. Anybody. Any other rapper, probably ever. That nigga, more than Project Pat. Because he had more influence than Project Pat. Even that 3-6 Mafia peak. So now he get robbed, and niggas trying to give him a pass, get him out. Fuck no, man. What the fuck, yo? Hold on, yo. Hello? Yeah.
Put down phone.
Alright. Alright, cool. They're going the wrong way. Shit. They're going the wrong fucking way. But yeah, though, yo, Gucci don't get no pass, man. Let me find it. Dave Anthony said Gucci didn't kill anybody. Dave.
Dave Anton said Gucci didn't kill.
Technically, you really didn't kill anybody. So let's stop talking about that now, because all these kids think that you're the #1 killer. So come into that and think about your kids looking at something, and these kids are looking at you a certain kind of way of something that's fictitious. It was done for rap.
So you're saying that, wait a minute, hold on. You're saying that Gucci never did that to Pukilo? Oh, wow.
Technically, you really didn't kill anybody. So let's stop talking about that now, because all these kids think that you're the #1 killer. So come into that and think about your kids looking at something, and these kids are looking at you a certain kind of way of something that's fictitious. It was done for rap.
So you're...
It was done for rap, man. So he can't get no pass. Because he could have said, nah, I don't want that to be my image. Just like Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker didn't want to be the face of weed back in the day. That's why he ain't do next Fridays. That's why he ain't do no Fridays after the first one. Because he was fully aware of the influence that movies and imagery plays. He ain't want to be the face of smoking weed. Gucci allowed these people, oh, slow the fuck down, Kevin. Gucci allowed these people to put a murder next to his name. Knowing good and goddamn well he ain't do that shit. Only to make money and monetize. Sold people a whole image, a dream. A falsehood. A fairy tale. And people believed it, people brought into it. Gucci been a fuck boy. I wouldn't even allow them to do nothing like that to me, man. Like, yo, we be allowing these rap niggas to sell so much death and destruction. Make millions of dollars of doing it. By doing it. And then just allow these niggas to fucking gracefully bail out when they want to. Man, fuck out of here, man. Like I said before, when all them rap niggas was talking about fuck the streets. Like, that's easy to say, yo, when you so far away from it. But you should have came into the industry like that. But the reason why they can't come into the industry like that is because there's no money in it. So at that point, what are you doing? At that point, if you know you against this lifestyle coming in, why push it? Why push it? Man, it's a lot of ways Gucci could have handled that situation, yo. And he didn't have to crash out the door. I don't think, and I gotta always say that because that's everybody's defense. Oh, black people just want people to crash out. Yo, know who the fuck he didn't, yo. Like I said before, yo, if somebody was to ask Gucci now, with all the backlash, would you do it the same way if you could change it? I wonder what his answer would be, man. Because he's not going to be able to come from up under this victorious, especially after he get on that stand. It's going to be over for him then. They might as well take their little money and their investments and put that shit in the real estate if they ain't got it already. Hip hop is done. And even when, and like Dexter said, even when it come down to the money element of it, like, yo, you made a whole bunch of money off that nigga, bro. Like, made a lot of money off Pooh Shiesty, yo. I don't know if it was 25 million, but you made a lot of money off that boy, man. As a real nigga, like you proclaimed yourself to be. You could have just let him out the contract. Like you let everybody else out the contract. You know what I mean? Ain't like he ain't let everybody else out. Them niggas was under contract too. And this your money man. This the nigga that's making you the most money. You would think you would want to do right by him. You know, you don't want him disgruntled. Why would you want your number one money maker disgruntled? You know what I mean? Your number one money man. Well, you don't want him disgruntled. You want that person happy. Yeah, y'all got this fucking charger in here. Hold on. Hey, you want that person happy, man. You don't want to fuck him over. It's just sad though, y'all. It is, y'all. It's sad that Gucci went out like that. And this is not co-signing what Pooh Shiesty did, but like I told y'all, I think in Pooh Shiesty mind, he felt like he was crossed. Like nobody is looking at it from that angle. You got so many people looking at it like, you know, Gucci gave him a shot, Gucci put him on. You know, we wouldn't have known Pooh Shiesty without Gucci, which is true. Yo, one thing I learned about people, right? You know, everybody, just cause a person put you, like I be talking about Charleston White, and based off of how Charleston White is now, right? If you go back to his days where he was a youth advocate, it make you question, was he really doing it for the youth? Or was he doing it for himself? Because intent matters, man. What was Gucci Mane's intent when he signed Pooh Shiesty? Was it young really trying to grab a young nigga out the hood and put him on? Or was he just a dollar sign that I knew I can make money off of? Cause that matters, y'all. That matters. Intent matters. And I think Pooh Shiesty looked at it like a lot of young niggas would probably look at it like, yo, this nigga got over on me, man. He fucked me over, y'all. He used me. He used me, man. I don't know if he used me to get back at Gotti. I don't know if he used me because he knew I was profitable. But he ain't never fuck with me for real. And if that's the case, then yo, Gucci fuck around cross Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, my man be saying, ain't nothing worse than a double cross but the triple cross, man. You heard me? Ain't nothing worse than a double cross but the triple cross. Yeah, I think Pooh Shiesty looked at Gucci as a big homie. That's one of the worst feelings in the world, yo, when your big homie cross you, man. Or your big homie, or somebody you looked up to, you realize they ain't what you thought they was. That shit hurt. It's a devastating feeling, man. somebody you looked up to, somebody you idolized, show you that, yo, I ain't who, this ain't really what I thought it was. That right there is enough to make a motherfucker flip out. Especially if a person that's already on edge. You know what I mean? He knew what he was dealing with them young boys, man. Yeah, for real. For real. You see how Waka Flocka talk about him. Look how he did Flocka. Flocka don't fuck with him no more either. Even when you mention Gucci name with the likes of Nicki Minaj and Migos and Young Thug, was you doing that shit to help them niggas? Or was you doing that shit because they was the new wave and they could help you? It's a difference, y'all. It's a difference in mentality. Yo, I've done shit for people that it didn't benefit me at all. You know what I mean? Might have took a loss on it just because I wanted that person to get some money. I just gave you some right then and there, just because I wanted to see that person get some money. Was that why Gucci was doing that, or was Gucci doing that because he wanted to get some money and he knew he can use these boys to do it? Hell yeah, yo. He could have let him out that deal and just was like, yo, just give me 5% or 10%. I'm going to let you out the deal. You can go sign whatever you want to sign. I just want 5%, man. Finder's fee. Like, it was so many other ways he could have handled that outside of saying, no, I ain't letting you out the contract. What's up, bro?
Can we park here and pray?
Shit, I don't know. You can pray wherever you want to pray, man.
No, I'm just asking because you're gonna do it.
You want me to back up or something?
No, I'm gonna park there. So, is it fine or you gonna do?
Oh, no, I ain't gonna tell you, man. Go get your prayer on. Go do your thing, man.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Pray all night. Your ass is not gonna tell them if they pray. Fuck no. Pray on, my brother. But yeah, yo, it was crazy. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you for yo. I'd have been fucked up. I told them why they was praying. As soon as they got the car, I was gonna take the car and pull off. But they made me lose my train of thought. But yeah, though, what was the real motive, yo? What was his intent? Because he did link up with a lot of these upcoming artists early on. Who benefited the most? Did these guys benefit? Did the Migos benefit more, or did Gucci benefit more? Because Gucci probably didn't pay them niggas for no motherfucking verse. You know what I mean? Because that's manipulation tactics, y'all. Niggas do that. That's not real. That's really manipulation. I know I got this name. I know I got this name. This is the upcoming artist. I know this artist is a star. I can see it. I'm gonna put him on my song. But they're not getting paid for the verse. You reaping all the benefits of the song. You reaping all the benefits. That person was gonna be a star with or without you. I just be trying to give people different ways to look at things, because there's always a number of different ways you can look at a situation. And I think when it comes down to the Gucci shit, people only looking at it one way. When it comes down to, Pooh Shiesty, he gave Pooh Shiesty a chance. I think Pooh Shiesty was gonna be a star with or without Gucci, man. He could have went motherfucking independent. He could have got a distribution deal. Shorty talked that shit that the young niggas want to hear. Like, did Gucci keep Pooh Shiesty's name alive while he was locked up? I don't remember. I don't remember him promoting Pooh Shiesty while Pooh Shiesty was booked. Did he? What did he do to keep Pooh Shiesty's name alive while Pooh Shiesty was going through his trials and tribulations? That's what I going to tell him. Look, they funny as shit. They was there over there in that truck right there. Nah, man, pray all night. Nah, the real talk though. I don't remember it either, paying off. I don't remember yo promoting no motherfucking Pooh Shiesty. But did he even release? Did Pooh Shiesty release anything while he was incarcerated? You know, 'cause typically that's what you would want to do for your artist to keep his name alive. You know, I'm gonna release some of his music, to keep him going. I think he was like, man, fuck no, I ain't releasing shit. Get it back in blood. I'm eating out that motherfucker. That's probably where he made all that money from, man. Getting back in blood made a hell of a lot of money, man. And Pooh Shiesty didn't reap anything from that shit, 'cause that nigga went straight to jail. Well, yeah, Getting Back in Blood came out. Oh.
Technically, you really didn't kill anybody.
There's somebody else saying he shot Pookie Loc.
I can cover any song for you with your voice. Record your voice for a few seconds.
Where are you guys sitting when somebody pulls up?
Nah, man, I told this man. So the bitch, how?
When did Pooh Shiesty Get It Back in Blood come out?
Pooh Shiesty's song, Back in Blood, came out on November 6th, 2020. It was a lead single for his mixtape and was released by Atlantic Records and 1017 Records.
When did Pooh Shiesty first get incarcerated? The first time.
Pooh Shiesty was first incarcerated on October 13th, 2020, after being arrested for a shooting and armed robbery. While initially released, he was later rearrested in June 2021 and remained in custody, eventually pleading guilty to a firearms charge in 2022.
He was only out for 7 months. He was booked. He caught the case before Getting Back in Blood even dropped. And he was back incarcerated in 7 months. That man ain't benefit off that song like that. That shit crazy. But people can say, my thing is, people want to support him, yeah, but don't make excuses for the nigga, man. That's my whole thing when it come down to Gucci and this whole shit. Don't make excuses for him, yo. You accept reality, man. If you want to support the man, yo, but don't go around trying to make all the excuses in the world as to why he did this and he should have did that. No, man, what he should have did was took his fucking L, man. Yo, have y'all seen anything about the two UK Instagram models? That story is crazy, man. These girls got to fight. And one girl ran over the other girl. Ran her straight over. I don't think Pooh Shiesty really had a chance to, to be anything else but who he became. Look at his parents, yo. Like, his parents is fucked up. His father a rat. His mother probably a drunk, based off the videos I seen. They probably had no other options other than the streets. Yeah, I'm not signing no nigga that talk about robbing niggas anyway. Like, why would you like that's you don't sign robbers, man. Yeah, that shit crazy. Yo, but I'll get off in a couple hours, man. I'll probably go live when I get in the house. I don't know. But I appreciate everybody as always, man. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Never there, keep it you new.